we have yet to dive into athletic capital. You want to touch on that?
Yeah, athletic capital is something that we could talk about forever. The rabbit hole is super deep. So the best way to think of athletic capital is you are the capital and you have 5 major assets. Those assets are physical, which is your ability to perform or, what you're able to do. So that would involve things like strength, speed, skill, your health, your athletic IQ, things of this nature. Then you have knowledge, your ability to make decisions or the things you currently know. You might know a lot about recruiting. You might know a lot about sports science, which would help your physical. And then you have your network. This is people you know or people you could actually have the opportunity to know based on your current network. Coaches, teammates, agents, sponsors, mentors, family, they all contribute to your network. And then you have your reputation. So certain attributes of that would be integrity, your reliability, your work ethic, your character, things like this. And then there's financial. And financial can be your potential earning power. It can be your current resources. If you're a pro, it can be your current investment portfolio, your level of income. But the way to view it is like a pie chart or a wheel. Picture it in your head in a way that is very simple. So you have at least these 5 assets and none of them behave the same. As an example, physical, that can grow or shrink depending on if you're training or not, right? Pretty obvious. Knowledge almost never goes away. You are always learning, but it doesn't compound. Unlike network, which does compound. So one person can introduce you to 5 people, which can introduce you to 10 people, and so on and so on. Now, you can only know so many people at once, but your network can give you access to a lot of important people. And your reputation is fragile. You can't control all of it, but you can do a pretty good job of managing it. There was Warren Buffett who said, it takes 10 years to build a reputation. It takes 1 night to torch it. And then financial, depending on your situation, can compound up or down. But depending on what you're going for at a specific time in your life, there's a potential trade with any of these assets, or they're weighted differently. If you're early in your career and you're just trying to improve your physical capabilities to be seen, you're going to prioritize physical and you're probably going to prioritize knowledge. Network at this time might not matter as much to you, and financial might not matter as much to you because you're going to be spending a lot of time alone reading, studying, and training. You're going to be doing what you need to do to get to the level that you want to get to. Because physical, in a lot of cases, is the power law to all of these. It's what gets you these opportunities. It's what gets you the network. And on the flip side, let's say you're a professional halfway through your career. You kind of know where you stand, and you haven't necessarily peaked physically, but you're in a certain position, and now you really want to maximize your earning power. So maybe physical might go down a little bit. Then you might weight things like reputation and network a lot more to get you better endorsement opportunities, maybe to start a new business, things to set you up for your longer term future. So everything has a potential trade, and everything is weighted differently depending on what you're going for.
I think the key point here is potential trade. You don't always have to make trades, at least when it comes to growing each asset.
Correct. They can work in harmony. So physical, for example, can help your network. The better you perform, the more your network is going to grow. Everybody wants to work with a great athlete. When your network grows, you're going to have access to a lot more knowledge. You don't need to know everything, but you're going to meet people who know a lot about a lot of things. So you might meet a great financial advisor, or you might meet someone who's really good at growing your personal brand, which ultimately helps your financial potential. If your reputation is good, you have a good network, and you're performing really well on the field of play, all these assets can help compound each other and grow your overall potential.